Hello everyone, my name's Leo. I'm learning to code and I'm trying to build a side project. So this is the first in what I hope is a long series of videos documenting the process. The reason I'm doing these videos is one, to hold myself accountable and keep consistency. Two is to document the progress of the app that I'm building. And three is to document my progress as I learn. So what are these videos going to be? Well, first of all, I can tell you what they're not going to be. They're not going to be polished, slick, and they're not going to be tutorials. They're basically going to be quick diaries from myself as I learn, going through the problems that I encounter and the solutions I find to get around them. So they should be, quick and dirty diaries, just to kind of document the journey and the process. So what am I building and why? I'm building a mobile application in React Native. I've chosen React Native for a couple of reasons. The main one being that it's extremely well known. There's lots of documentation on it, lots of tutorials, and it allows you to publish on both iOS and Android. And obviously, with it being in the name, it makes the applications feel native to that system rather than feeling like a bit of a janky web app. So that's why I've done it. There's lots of support out there. That's why I've chosen React Native. The app I'm building is it's an app to track the gigs that you've been to or are going to. And the inspiration for this came from one of my close friends who goes to a hell of a lot of gigs. And when we meet up and we're talking about gigs that we've been to in the past, he brings up on his phone this massive list that goes back years and years and years, probably hundreds of gigs now, but it's literally just on Notepad on his phone. I thought that'd be a pretty cool idea to go with. I thought it'd be achievable in terms of scope and difficulty for my experience level, which isn't very much. And yeah, I thought it'd be a good way for me because I forget everything. So it'd be a good way for me to track the gigs that I've been to because I have a terrible memory and he has to remind me of these amazing shows that we've been to and I just have no recollection of. So I thought building an app that lets you track the gigs you've been to and that as a minimum viable product, just a list, and you can select what gigs you've been to and ones you're going to in the future. But I've got a lot of ideas for building features on top of that in the future, which I won't go into at the moment. We'll save some of the good stuff for later. So yeah, as I mentioned, I don't have much experience in development. I've just started learning, I suppose, maybe in the last year or so, and it might seem like a long time, but I've been doing this outside of a full-time job and just in drips and drabs where I can. So it's probably taken me a bit longer than most, but that's fine. People have responsibilities and things going on outside. So, but yeah, like I said, these videos are kind of there to encourage me to make it a bit more consistent and a bit faster as well. So, I come from a bit of a technical background, so my last couple of jobs have been in IT, but they've been more on the service management and operations side. So I've dealt with like data integrations, SQL, working with vendors to resolve outages and things like that. So nothing development based. So kind of coming from a blank slate. When I did join my most recent job, they brought a plain old React course and asked if anyone wanted one of them, and I put my hand up and said yes, and was immediately completely out my depth. I had no idea what I was doing. It made no sense to me, but what was being produced looked very cool, and I really enjoyed it and wanted to kind of get better at it. So what I did was I went back via YouTube videos basically and things like Free Code Academy and started learning the basics, HTML, CSS and JavaScript. I did actually go and purchase a course a React course myself, based on one of the YouTubers that I watched, Web Dev Simplified. I just found his videos really clear and easy to understand compared to others. So I put down the money on his React course. I found that really, really well done, and I learned most of the JavaScript stuff from his YouTube videos as well. So that kind of gave me the foundations that I needed to kind of step into React. And I did actually start building a plain old React web application, but I definitely bit off more than I could chew. It was far too complex. So I thought I'll take a step back. I knew that what I really wanted to do was mobile applications, so I thought, okay, let's kind of skip the middleman, because I was going to create on React and import it across, but I thought let's skip the middleman, start doing a React Native project, and make it something a bit more manageable, which I thought this gig tracking app would be, because at its most basic level, where it will just be a full stack CRUD application with a backend database. And if you're even more new to this stuff than me, CRUD stands for create, read, update, and delete. So that's the reasoning behind what I've chosen. I'll probably go into more detail about the application itself a bit later. A question I've kind of asked myself is, what do I want to get out of this entire process, the videos and the app and everything? And for me, it is basically just, I want to create something that I'm proud of and put it out into the world, and it's that simple, really. It will help me professionally. The JavaScript stuff already has. I'm doing a lot more development work at work now, because I've taken time out of my own time to go and learn this stuff. So that's great. But yeah, what I really want to do is create a finished product and put it out into the world. If people use it, that's the cherry on top. That's even better. But yeah, I just want to create something that I'm proud of. So how far along am I? So yeah, I have started the app. I'm a fair amount in. I wish I did start these videos right at the beginning and document the process as it went along, but well, best time to do something was yesterday, second best time is today. So what I will be doing is, the next batch of videos will be basically catch-up videos. I'll go through what I can find of the old versions of the app and try and remember the issues I came up against, and the stumbling blocks and how I got around those. So the next couple of videos will be catch-up ones to getting to where I am now, and then once I get to that point, I'll document as I go, which is what I want to do. With all that being said, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm super excited about the app. I've got so many cool ideas for it, and I'm looking forward to learning how to implement them. A lot of these will just be brain dumps as well about stuff I'm thinking about. Should I scramble and create a really quick AI app, just like a ChatGPT wrapper, because they seem cool and quick to do, and it'll give me some hands-on stuff with AI. I don't know. These are the things that kind of go through my head. The project is getting quite large now, for me anyway, but yeah, I'm kind of rambling and going off topic. So like I said, I'm super excited to be doing this. I'm super excited to be documenting it and sharing it with whoever watches. And like I said, these aren't going to be tutorials, but if anyone does get anything out of them, then that's great. But yeah, so looking forward to it, and yeah, let's get started and start building some apps.